right, friends, are you ready to read? I know I am, so get comfy. It's listening time. Let's turn up the volume on our ears. Can you hear me? Sweet! And now, since we're listening, we're going to have to turn down the volume on our mouths. On the count of 3, we're going to put on our regal reading glasses so that you can see the pictures, or you can even read along with me if you already know how. Okay? 1, 2, 3. All right. Today, we're going to read from another collection of stories. This one is called 10 Great Caribbean Men by Maxine Christian. Let's see who we'll learn about today. So today, we're going to learn about Walter Rodney. He lived from 1942 to 1980, and he was from Guyana. This, everyone, is Walter Rodney. Walter Rodney was born in Guyana. He was an exceptionally bright child, enabling him to earn a government scholarship to attend Queen's College in Jamaica, which was the leading secondary institution in the Caribbean at the time. In 1960, he graduated first in his class, and at the University of the West Indies, he earned first-class honors in history, traveling later to London where he earned his PhD in African history. In 1695, he married fellow student Patricia Bright. He was heavily influenced at the time by the Black Power movement in the US, Third World Revolutionaries, and Marxism. In 1968, while employed as a professor at the University of the West Indies, UWI, in Jamaica, he joined protests against the socio-economic direction that the government was taking. But, unlike his contemporaries, Rodney engaged the working class people, including Rastafarians, who were at the time seen as outcasts in Jamaican society. His speeches and lectures to these groups were later published, such as Grounding with My Brothers and his thesis, A History of Upper Guinea Coast, published in 1970, which was followed by How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, were groundbreaking in challenging the lies told about African history. The Jamaican government, however, decided that Rodney was a threat, and once he left the island to attend a Black Writers' Conference in Canada, he was banned from re-entering. This ban sparked various protests and confrontations between the students and police, and were known as the Rodney Riots. Unfortunately, Rodney himself had no choice but to return to Guyana, where he continued his activism. He taught also for a while in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania between 1968 and 1974, contributing to a center for African learning. In Guyana, he joined the newly reformed political group, the Working People Alliance, leading the resistance against the PNC government and creating a new political consciousness in his country. The PNC did not take kindly to their affront. They targeted key members of the organization. Rodney and 7 others were arrested and charged with arson. However, due to worldwide pressure, they were eventually released and all charges were dropped. Rodney continued his work, traveling to America and lecturing at Howard University, as well as other Black historic institutions. And he released 4 more books. And when 2 Working People's Alliance members were killed, there was genuine fear for his life. On Rodney's return from attending the celebration of Zimbabwe independence, he was unfortunately killed by a car bomb on Friday, June 13th in 1980. He was only 38 years old. He was survived by his wife and 3 children, Shaka, Kanini, and Asha. This, everyone, is Walter Rodney. He lived from 1942 to 1980. Wow. What a story. And I don't know about you, but all that reading made me so thirsty, so I'm going to take a sip of water from my clever cup. delicious. I love reading and learning with you. Thanks for joining me with your big, beautiful smiles. Your good company brought so much love and light to this room. Okay, lovely learners, we have a dash of love and a sprinkle of light, but what did we learn today? Wow, that story about Walter Rodney is inspirational. He was such a great Caribbean activist. And he wrote a lot of articles and also one of my favorite books, which is called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. Today's lovely learner shout out goes to my friend Anthony Marcel. When he stopped into the Soulful Sofa, he explained that he helped his dad write a couple of books. Isn't that an inspiration? All of you are so smart. If you could write a book that teaches people about something, what would it be about and why? You can always send me an email letting me know right here because I'd really love to hear all about it. Now, Walter Rodney's books may be a little advanced for you, but your caring adults might like it. And I will say, his books really have taught me a lot. That's why I love them.